What's up, everybody? This is the Niall Horan&Thomas Rhett show vlog. Okay, quick disclaimer, but in some of the clips where I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm wearing contacts for the first time, so if I look kind of weird or my eyes are weird, I don't know, it's because I'm wearing contacts for the first time. Also, I'm really awkward in front of a camera, so I'm trying to edit it so that I'm not awkward, but if I am, then sorry. Let's get into the video. Today is not the day of the show. I have to pack because tomorrow morning at 9:30 we are driving to Nashville in order to see the show. Not the show like Niall Horan, the show like Thomas Rhett and Niall Horan. And I'm so excited because they're only performing 2 shows and me and my mom get to go see one of them. Let's get started. To start off, I'm packing. I am taking this backpack. Pack with me. Okay, I finished all the packing that I could do for now, but besides that, I just have a bunch of stuff I need to put in there tomorrow, so I really didn't finish packing, but it's okay. Tomorrow, I will see you guys when we're leaving. So yeah, see you then. Okay, yo, just finished rounding up everything for my packing. Right now it's 8:40 in the morning and we're gonna leave in 20 minutes, so I just need to quick pack this up and then eat my breakfast. Update on everything. I got packed and I ate breakfast. It is 8:54 right now. And we leave in 6 minutes to get headed to Nashville. I'm gonna be in the car a while, but we'll get there soon enough and it'll be so much fun. I'm so excited. See you in the car. Okay, we made it into the car and we are officially on our way. We stopped to get Energy Spot first because it's like our coffee, but it's energy. I got strawberry lemonade and then my mom got some mango. And yeah, we're on our way. We're starting our 4.5-hour drive. Okay, yo, after a crazy long car ride, lots of traffic, we finally made it to Nashville. We are currently in our hotel room. It is so cute. Like, what? It's amazing. I changed my outfit and we're gonna go eat. And then we'll be back to get ready. Okay, we just went to the pub, ate our lunch dinner thing, and then we came back, got changed. We're leaving at 4 and it's 3:44 and we're gonna get an Uber and go over to Geodis Stadium. Okay, so after leaving to go to the stadium, I didn't pick up the camera at all because it was such an experience, but I will give you the rundown of what happened. So, to start off, we first got an Uber. We had the nicest lady named Jennifer was our Uber driver. She definitely knew famous people, and I was asking her about Morgan Wallen and stuff. She didn't like him very much, but she was totally friends with some famous people, so that was really cool, and she was so kind. And we made it to Geodis Park really, really fast. Got there at 4:45 and the doors opened at 4:30, so it was really empty. The merch line was so short and I got 2 shirts. I got a Niall Horan one, which I'm wearing right now. You can't really see it, but let me see it. Niall Horan. And the back of it says something. I mean, yeah, I'll get a photo of it. And then I also got a Thomas Rhett shirt, which I wore yesterday. It looks like this. Cute. It was so comfy. It was probably the best quality shirt that I got. This one's more thick. We got into the show. We took some photos here. We also found a prop area. So there was 2 prop areas. There was one that said Niall and Thomas Rhett, but we didn't get in that one because the line was long and it was kind of just it was cute, but I just didn't want to go in that one. And then we saw another one with cardboard cutouts, and we got to take a photo with Niall Horan&Thomas Rhett, but it was cardboard cutouts. And it looked like this. So yeah. We obviously saw all the openers, which they were so good. Emily Ann Roberts, I think her name is. She is the prettiest voice ever, and it was so good. The other dude, I didn't know very well. We listened to some of his stuff. It was very groovy, but definitely wasn't like my style in music as much, but he still did absolutely amazing. And then Niall came on, and obviously I was there for Niall. If you can't tell by my One Direction wall, I was there for Niall. And then then after Niall, we had a break in between, and then Thomas Rhett came out, and he did so good. Before, I used to listen to Thomas Rhett, but I wouldn't like deliberately put his stuff on purpose. But I've been doing that the past few, like the past month. I've been putting on his stuff on purpose, and it's so good. And I knew all the songs that he played, except for his new one, which was really good. And I think that everybody should listen to it once it comes out. After Thomas Rhett, Niall and Thomas Rhett sang together, which they did Steal My Girl. It's such a flex to listen to that, being able to. In real life, I was freaking out in my mom's video, which I'll show. I was screaming in the background, and you can kind of hear it because I was so excited, and I didn't even record it. I was trying to live in the moment, you know? We did it together. My mom and me had planned an Uber, but for 11, but then they ended early because Thomas Rhett went on 15 minutes early, so they ended 15 minutes early for the show, and everybody was going out, and our Uber wasn't there yet, and we had ordered a 6-person party Uber because that was the only one that was available to order ahead. But when we did that, the person who was driving it wasn't smart enough, and they got behind a barrier because the Ubers couldn't get in anywhere. And so we were standing outside for like 30 minutes waiting for this guy when he was sitting in place. And so we just decided to cancel him because he said cancel it or walk to us. And we're in Nashville, and it's kind of like a ghetto part of Nashville where there's no police, and we were not doing that because we're not from there, and it's a little bit scary, and we're just two girls, me and my mom. We just decided to cancel because he told us to cancel or walk to him, so we just canceled. And then we tried to get another guy. It took like 5 minutes for it to find another guy, but then he also got stuck behind a barrier and told us that we would have to walk. And it was so crazy. We couldn't figure anything out, and me and my mom were both stressing, and it was already almost 11:30 at night. And so I saw a bunch of people waving down taxis, and I didn't even talk to a few of the taxi people, but then people would come up and steal them. And so I decided to just, we talked to a taxi guy, then these two girls ran in, and so we just decided to run up after them. And the people on the sidewalk were so funny because we had just recently got another taxi that we were talking to, and then these two people stole it, and the guy was like, "We're gonna bust your kneecaps for that." And it was really funny because they were all just like standing up for us, so we ran out and they were all like, "You go girls, go." And we jumped in there while the guy was getting yelled at by the police. Like, the taxi guy was getting yelled at by the police, and that was insane. Then he pulled a U-turn and he drove us to our place, but this guy was like Mario Kart. Oh my goodness, he was swerving, going so fast. We thought he was gonna get pulled over, but we just wanted to make it back to our hotel. So luckily he got us back, and we were splitting it with these two girls who were the sweetest people ever. But it was $87 for the whole cab ride. But we decided to split it with the girls, and so we paid $40 because that's all my mom had in cash, and she didn't want to split it and take all this time because this guy was definitely just there for money to drive us. So we were making it as quick as possible, and we hopped out of there. We made it back by 11:48, which we were expecting to not get back until 12:30 at night because of how crazy everything was. We ended up getting back super early, and it was a breath of fresh air. Today we woke up, we got breakfast from the hotel, got coffee, and then we went to the mall in Nashville that has 200 stores, and we shopped around, and we got a bunch of stuff, and then we headed home. And yeah, that was kind of the end of it. We had an amazing time, and it was a crazy experience. I'm never doing Uber again after a concert. never do it unless if you're prepared for it or you want some crazy man driving you on the road. But yeah, we made it back safe and now we're home and yeah. Bye.